Hello everybody, RV living with the geezer. I'm here in Boyd, and I figured I better do a video on Boyd with the statistics since I've already done Bridgeport and Hazel. Now, I live in Boyd and I'm doing these towns around here. They seem to be going pretty good on the views, so let's just run down through the main part of town, and I'll give you a few facts and figures. Population is, in 2020 it was 1416, and in 2024 it grew to 2202, and I think it's a lot bigger than that because they put in two 600 home subdivisions that I'm sure those figures aren't representing. It says be prepared to stop. So Boyd was settled in around 1890, and they called it Greasy Bend because of the hog. It said because of the hog industry that was here. So here's the Lowe's is on the right here. Yeah, they've got lots of construction going on. This is Highway 114. Better get over here in this left lane because it narrows down. And it's called Greasy Bend, and then they changed the name of it shortly after the railroad showed up here in 1893. They changed the name of it to Boyd, named it after one of the railroad officials. Probably something to do with money there, I guess. And let's see, elevation 679 feet, not too high here. That might be one reason it gets pretty warm during the summers. And it's we're only about 30 miles northwest of Fort Worth, so a lot of people that work here, that live here, work in commute, to Fort Worth. Lots of truck traffic on this 114. These gravel trucks cut through here going to Fort Worth, and they're picking their loads up out near Bridgeport, which is just west of here. Let's see here. Here's something interesting. Some notables from Boyd. Billy Joe Tolliver. He was a quarterback for Texas Tech back in. He went to high school here. They won a state championship, and then he got a scholarship and went on to play at Texas Tech and Red Raiders, and then he became a quarterback in the NFL. I know he played for the Chargers, San Diego. And then the big one, the big notable from Boyd, Texas, is let's see, Peter Mayhew. How many of y'all know who Peter Mayhew is? He played Chewbacca on Star Wars. How about that, huh? So, yeah. And we're just about through town already, guys, with me talking. I didn't tell you. We'll run back the other way here. Because when we get down here to this dollar store, that's just about the end of the businesses in Boyd. There's a police station on the right, on the left. I'll turn around here at this dollar store. Right up past here is the West Fork of the Trinity River, and when you go over that, you go into the city limits of a little town called Aurora. And there's really not just houses in Aurora. I don't know if they have any businesses there. And then if you keep going, you'll hit Highway 287, and that's where the town of Rome is. That I've done several videos from over there, but we're talking about Boyd now. So yeah, the breakdown here: Caucasians, white people living in Boyd, 74.8. Hispanic is 18.5. Native American 1.13, and mixed is 4 point something, whatever's left over. Put on my glasses here so I jotted down these, of course. I'm not going to remember all this stuff. Let's see here. Boom, bada, boom, boom. Starting out, the main industries here was farming. They're raising hogs, and they raised a lot of cotton and melons. But there's still a lot of farms around the area, but a lot of that got phased out by the farmers getting old and the kids inheriting the properties and selling them off for subdivisions and housing. Like I say, there's a lot of people. It's not that bad of a commute into Fort Worth from here. Yeah, the median home value here, we'll run back through some neighborhoods here in a second. The median home value here is $330,000, and that's below the U.S. average of, right now it's around $411,000, the average home value in the United States. Okay, let's look at the right side here a little bit. There's the police department. Got a big old fire station. It's down. We won't be going past it this morning. It's one of those ESDs where it's sort of a county fire department is what it is. Yeah, there's a First Financial Bank, a Family Dollar. They got both the Dollar General and the Family Dollar. And then here at this intersection, if you turn right, you go to Decatur. It's about 12 miles. Let me get through this yellow light here. Alrighty. Yeah, geezer, like you're in a hurry. There's a little old garage there. Let's see. The median household income, or the per capita income, is $37,682, and the median household income is $66,944. That median household income is everyone in the house that's 15 years old or older that earns money. So that's the definition of that. We'll turn here. This is Sam's Barbecue right there. Pretty good barbecue. He's gone up on his prices though. I had a sandwich there the other day, and I don't think twice about going back. Hate to say that, Sam, but he jumped his prices pretty good right up, real quick like. Let's drive through this. This area here will represent like the older part of town, like the two big subdivisions I was talking about. I've done videos out there, and so if you want to see those, just go back and look at them. They're your normal, everyday cookie cutter homes, you know, that are about 4 feet apart. You know, the lots. Yeah. Not my type of place at all. Yeah, let's see here. Income, we did that. Median home. The crime rate here is 17.08 per 1,000. I believe that's per 1,000. And it's lower than the national average. The national average crime rate is 23%. So they've got a lower crime rate here. Poverty rate is 8.8%. Texas poverty rate is 13.7. And we'll just ride around and look at some houses now. I think I got all the facts and figures out of the way. Let's see here. I told you about Chewbacca. Yeah. Okay, I can close this book up now and concentrate on my driving. See, you got, there's mobile homes in here mixed in with houses. And there's a main railroad that runs right. If we were to just keep driving straight ahead, see where the tree line is up there? That's the railroad. The railroad track is right on the other side of that tree line. Yeah, it's run down here. It's a nice town. They got really good schools. All three of my granddaughters go there. And good schools. They got a bond issue going right now to try to expand the schools because they're going to really need to. But people are sure fighting it, you know, with the way things are now. Let me turn the camera so you can see some houses, at least on the right side. So I don't know if it'll pass or not. And I'll show you the park right up here where I used to walk. I'm walking around the property now. My son's property, not our property. My son's property. My son and daughter-in-law's property. I'll get it right here in a second, guys. Here's the park. This is Snodgrass Park. I guess they named it after Mr. or Mrs. Snodgrass. Maybe they donated the land. I don't know. I don't know the history behind the park. I do know that they just last year put in that really nice, see that playground there for the kids. It's got that soft stuff, so if you fall from up there, you won't break your arm the way we used to when we'd fly off the merry-go-rounds, which probably would be illegal now. Remember the playground equipment we had as kids? And here's, as Boondocking with Dennis calls them, there's 2 voting booths right there. I've used those many times. Right over to the right is the ball fields, but they've got that locked off during the week when they're. You can still walk back there, but just can't drive. Yeah. Let's see how long we've been going. I'll let it go a little longer. Yeah, if there's any other thing you want to know about these towns, you know, any statistics or things like that, let me know. Boyd really weren't showing a whole lot of history behind the town, just, you know, that it was farming and then it's phased into more. Oh, the way people make their money here, it said, is construction and retail, and then most of the people are commuting into Fort Worth for better paying jobs. I hope we're not driving into the sun. It's off to my right a little bit. That's the way I turn the camera so you can see some homes. We'll run this just down to the end of this street and then I'll close this one out. I'm going to be going around. We got a little heat wave again, so I was going up to Munster and Forestburg and all that this week, but it's just too hot to leave Luna in the car. You know, if I wanted to go in and grab a burger somewhere or something, so we're in no rush. I'm gonna space these out, so we'll just wait till it's October now, so we'll wait till the weather cools off. It'll cool off pretty quick. Mornings are cool. Somebody's got they always do a good job on their Halloween decorations back there. I think they have a contest here for Halloween decorations, and we'll do a video on that once it gets closer and everybody gets their stuff out. We'll drive around. Y'all can judge them. And I'll go back out here on Main Street so you can tell you what we'll do. I got to go pick up just a couple of things at the grocery store, so I'll let it run till I pull in there. That's it, right across the street. That's a Lowe's. And I do most of my grocery shopping, as you all know, in Bridgeport at the Brookshires. They're cheaper and just much better. But I will, you know, I will pick up an item or two if I just need it here. Wouldn't pay to drive to Bridgeport to buy a bag of carrots. And there was a liquor store down there. They just opened that up. Boyd was dry for a long, long time, and now they're blooming. I guess with all the new population they had to. They just opened up a liquor store. All right, guys, this is the crater-filled Lowe's parking lot here. This Geezer mobile, if I drove off in one of those holes there, you'd probably never find me again. All right, I'm going to run in here to Lowe's, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the tour of Boyd. And if so, give me a thumbs up if you would. And if you get a chance to hype my video, whatever that means, give me a hype or two. We'll talk to y'all later. I really appreciate y'all watching my videos. Adios, my friends. This one got a little long, didn't it? Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.